The robbers sneaked lard onto the rails because they were planning to hijack a train full of gold. The rails gave a faint vibration, and the robbers figured the train was almost here. The robbers quickly hid in the woods on both sides of the rails. Before long, the train, like a weak giant, was heavily puffing out black smoke as it slowly climbed the slope. The robbers were ready to attack. When the engineer noticed the lard on the rails, it was already too late. The wheels started spinning wildly, and the train began to roll backward. The soldiers inside the cars sensed something was wrong, but before they could react, the robbers swiftly climbed onto the train. They took out the engineer first, grabbing control of the train. Then they scrambled onto the roof and threw beehives into the cars. In an instant, chaos erupted inside. Anyone who tried to stick their head out or open the doors to escape got shot by the robbers. They quickly took over the entire train. The boss, Arthur, ordered his men to cut the communication lines and let out the train's steam to prevent anyone from chasing them. Then Arthur gave the order to retreat. They uncoupled the cars from the engine, and the cars started rolling slowly downhill. The robbers climbed onto the moving cars, feeling pretty good about themselves. But what they didn't know was that the colonel, who was supposed to meet the train with the gold, had been waiting and suddenly noticed that the telegraph had gone silent. He realized something bad must have happened and didn't waste any time. He immediately led his cavalry to go meet the train. Meanwhile, the soldiers trapped inside the cars, stung by the bees, were in agony. Desperate, they risked their lives and jumped off the train. But with the train rolling backwards so fast, jumping probably meant getting smashed to death. After all the soldiers had jumped off, the robbers lit a torch and threw it into the cars to smoke out the bees. But just as they were starting to feel relieved, Arthur was horrified to see that the train, pushed by its own momentum, was picking up speed. He quickly told his men to try to brake manually, but they never expected that the brakes wouldn't work at all. At this point, the train was like a wild beast out of control, crashing along the tracks and uprooting trees on either side. It was a terrifying scene. Fortunately, at the last moment, the train came to a dangerous stop. The robbers, who had been waiting in the woods for a long time, rushed to the train excitedly to meet Arthur. They quickly unloaded the gold from the cars, but what they didn't know was that the consequences of this robbery might be more serious than they had imagined.